We are having technical issues. So Adam cannot get on. So what I'm going to do, Lucienne, since you're here, I'm going to invite you to come on. Okay. Sorry, guys. Adam, can you send Lucienne a link? Lucienne, could you put your email in the chat, if you don't mind, just so Adam can send you a link? And hopefully you can help us. If not, it's okay. We'll just start answering questions. So hello, everybody. Sorry about everything. Okay, so let's get started and we'll figure this out as we go. Let me see. I think I had a couple of things I wanted to tell you, but September 1st, I'm going to open up appointments for 2022. So if you're interested in getting a private reading, you're welcome to do that on September 1st. Just go to my website, intuitiveview.com. And if you haven't seen my the interview that I just did with thank you, Lucienne. If you haven't seen my interview with Christian Sundberg, look at that and tell me what you guys think. I've gotten really great feedback, and it was such a cool experience to talk to him. So if you didn't see that, look at it and see what you think. Okay. Is Roger Stone being investigated for either January 6th or in connection with Matt Gaetz trafficking? Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so let me see. Okay. So Roger Stone. We're looking at Roger Stone. Okay, I just heard he's worried. He's draining money for some reason. I just see like money leaving him. So he's being drained of money for some reason. And somebody just said a deal. So there's something about a deal. He's being drained of money. So it definitely feels like it's tied to this is for entertainment purposes only, by the way. I kind of feel like I'll just say what I feel like it is. I feel like it might be blackmail. Somebody might be blackmailing him. I feel like they have information. It's definitely tied to January 6th, because I'm feeling that energy of January 6th, and that was what I was asking about. So that's weird and really interesting. I guess it could have to do with Matt Gates. Okay, thank you, Catherine. Um, thank you. I, I, it could have to do with Matt Gates, but I feel like it has to do with like video or messages somebody has. But I feel like they're getting money from him. This is weird. I'm going to leave it there, but that's what I'm getting for him. there's something there that he is trying to keep secret or keep hidden. But they're on to him. I feel like the FBI knows what's going on. It's going to come out. It'll come out. This is really interesting. I'm not really sure how much I should say, but it feels like some kind of not a bribery, like a blackmail thing. But I feel like the FBI knows what's going on. He's losing money, being drained of his money. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because I'm not getting anything else. But that's really weird. Okay, I did not expect that at all. Will QAnon wake up to the reality that he killed his kids on a lie? Will QAnon wake up? Okay, I'm not sure what that is, sweetie darling. So I'm gonna. I don't know what that means. I've been out of the country for a while, so I'm not sure what that's talking about. Okay, where are we headed with COVID in the coming months and into the next year? Good question. And the other question was a good question. I'm just not sure what you're referring to, sweetie darling. So if you can let me know, or if somebody can let me know. Okay. So I'm feeling like brace yourself. That's what it feels like. Do whatever you need to do in your area, whatever is going on, whatever you feel you need to do to keep yourself safe, do it. I feel like, what is it? It's the Delta variant, but there's something else coming. Not everywhere. It's just in certain places, but it's in the United States and it's in certain places. And I feel like the vaccines will be effective, but I don't feel like there's going to be another lockdown or anything like that. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like you have to wear masks, things like that. Like there's some like variation on our behavior a little bit. So there's some limitations on our behavior a little bit. But I know that there are certain states getting hit hard right now, but they're going to get hit really hard. From the very beginning, Florida and Texas, I've always seen as being a problem. And if you're in those states and you're vaccinated, just take precautions. Be really careful. Because I don't feel like there's a big lockdown coming. I don't really feel like there's anything like that. I just feel like it's like be careful, take precautions, hunker down is what I'm hearing. So it's kind of like if you're in those kind of hotspot areas, just be careful and only do what you really, really have to do. Go out when you really, really have to. Don't feel like just be careful. That's what I'm going to say. But I do feel like there's another kind of variant coming, but I feel like it's weird. There's a turning point because I feel like there's a lot of people like all of a sudden getting vaccinated really fast. I wish I had better news, but it looks like it's going to be a little bit difficult for those areas where people are not willing to get vaccinated. And I know there's some people that can't. I totally understand that. If you're one of those people, just be really, really careful, particularly where you are. Where figure out what's happening in your area, and then just really, really be careful. So, Spirit never wants to scare us or anything like that, but they do want us to be safe. If we're asking a question, they want to give us an answer. But what it feels like is just, be aware, be alert, and be safe. We were really careful when we went to England. We even if we got like in a crowded street, if it was outside, we still wore a mask. We're just really careful, and it's going to have to be that way for a little while. It doesn't mean you have to, cut everything out of your life or not see people you love. It just means we just need to be careful for a while. Okay, so let me go to the next question. Let me see. I'm going to try to do this in a way that makes sense. Okay, QAnon dad believed his kids had serpent DNA and that he killed them. Well, he realized the truth. Okay, I don't know anything about that story. I don't know what this is. I mean, I guess I can just ask what's going. Okay, I'll just ask the question because I don't always need context for things. It helps. It helps me, but so I'm getting something. I'm getting something about medication. So there's somebody that needs medication or should be on medication. Whenever I see that, I know it means something is off and they need medication. So whoever we're talking about seems like they have issues, they have mental, emotional issues that need to be addressed. Something about the QAnon, the person we're talking about is suffering. Somebody said they're suffering. And I'm seeing this, for me, the scales of justice, that's usually means a court case, something being made right, something being made fair. So that's what I'm getting. It's hard when I don't have context because I can't read too much into it. I just kind of have to give you what I'm getting, and you guys can decide what it means, because I'm not sure what this is about, but that's what I got. Okay. Where's Trump's head right now? Good question. Does he still believe he's going to have an inauguration sometime soon? Any more attacks soon? Okay, so let me look at that. Trump. Where is his head right now? Good question. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm seeing this raid again. Before I left for the UK, I did a video and I kept seeing a raid. Somebody's going to get raided. It's two locations. It comes across like it's a house and an office. That's what it comes across like, but I don't know if it's two separate people or one person in two locations. And someone said they got it. They got it. So there's something about this raid that has to do with Trump. I feel like I'm being pulled to. I feel like I'm being pulled to January 6th. So this raid is coming, and I feel like it is going to be devastating to Trump. And more than just Trump, I feel like it's the family. So I wonder if this, it's weird. It feels like it's tied to January 6th, but it's tied to money. So I'm not sure what exactly, I feel like I keep saying that. I'm not sure what this is, but it feels like it's like January 6th money, Trump and the family. And they're saying they got it. They got it. So there's something, I feel like there's something specific they're looking for. They believe someone has this. They go and raid their home, their office. It's two locations. So it's either two people or one person in two locations. And it's the FBI. It's the FBI. And this one, I feel like if we don't hear about it exactly when it happens, we do know about it because it leads to something. But I feel like it's interesting because I feel like they're pushing for it right now. They're trying to get things in order to do this. Okay, so that just came in. So let me look at his step into. His energy is bleh. But let me step into that and just kind of see what. I just kind of want to tune into his energy and see where he's at. He's confused and he's also wrong about stuff. He thinks that there are certain things that can be done, certain things that can happen that can't happen, can't be done. He's wrong. So, and I'm feeling like it's like he's off. Somebody's giving him information that's not correct. It's not possible. It can't happen. He's getting the information and he's running with it. He thinks there's something here. There's something that can be done. There isn't. And he's this has something to do with money as well. It's tied to money somehow. So I don't know if he would, I don't know, he's too cheap to pay for anything. Because I was going to say, was he paying for information or something? But I feel like it's more, they might use this information to make money, to get people like to support them and like send them money. It's not true though. It's a lie, but he believes it. He really thinks like this could happen. This is a thing that could happen. People are pumping him with information that's not right. It's not correct. And I can't quite feel if the people know that or if they're being misled. But it's like an information, like it can't happen. It's not right. The information's wrong. He thinks it's right. It's wrong. So where is his head? He's believing all these things, these fantasy things. He thinks there's something here. There's something that can be done, that he can be put in as president, that things can be turned around. They can't. It can't be done. So he's wrong. But somebody's pumping him full of this stuff. And like I said, it's tied to money somehow. Either trying to make money off of this information, or it's or he's paying for the information somehow, or somebody with around him is paying for the information. So it could be that Mike Pillow guy, the Mike my pillow guy. Melania Trump. Melania Trump, modeling agency, Saudi's sexual appetite be tied into sex trafficking. Okay, there's a lot there. And how can I ask that question? I'm just going to ask what's going to happen with the sex trafficking in general in that stuff. And again, I'll remind you, this is entertainment purposes only. just see them when I get. And I'm going to see who's going to be pulled into it, who's tied to it, and what's going to happen. Mar-a-Lago, loud as can be. I even feel like you might be able to even hear if you go back and listen. That was loud. Mar-a-Lago. Somebody just said Mar-a-Lago. This case with Matt Gaetz is going to open some stuff up. Oh, I know what this is. This case with Prince Andrew is going to open some stuff up, you guys. So this case with Prince Andrew, some stuff's going to come out. I feel like the royal family is getting ready for like some kind of like PR thing. So I feel like they're in motion to not to cover it up, but to try to resuscitate they're not saying him, it's like the royal family, it's a protection of the royal family. So I feel like they're getting their ducks in a row to kind of do a PR thing. Okay. Names. So names are going to come out with this case. And there's something that's going to be, the line is going to be drawn to Mar-a-Lago. I'm seeing like staff and stuff, like hotel staff and like people that work there, people that may have seen stuff. I'm seeing that for some reason. And something about hush money. There's hush money. Hush money was paid. It feels very complicated. Like there's going to be a lot of, because I'm seeing my symbol for like a spider web, and that usually means there's like a lot of intricate, like a lot of crossing of different people and different, just a lot of different ways that this is going to go. So, and a lot of people I feel like are going to be brought into this. Politicians, other politicians. I feel like there's kind of a general kind of warning here about understanding that the people that we can hold up as like people that we like in public office, in the public sphere, that there's kind of a general feeling of like, understand that people are flawed, that they're all learning different lessons, have made different mistakes. So don't be, I guess, don't be quick to judge either way. Be quick to judge on, the negative, but also quick to judge on the positive as well. Understand that we may know these people for their work or things that they've done, but we don't really know them. Okay. So I feel like there's a general spirit is giving that general advice to us of like, people are flawed and they're working through their stuff, and we all have our issues. Some are bigger than others. Some are more criminal than others, but it's almost like, don't be too quick to judge either way, because I feel like in that message, it's like you might see some Democrats brought into this, or people that you thought, oh, they're a nice person. And it's like, oh, they have weird hangups and weird stuff going on. So it's that kind of thing. So it is kind of like, let this play out and try to kind of stand back and observe it happening without too much judgment. Just kind of watch the show, but it is kind of like that. Watch what's happening. We talk about this unearthing, right? Stuff coming out so it can be fixed. Stuff coming out so we can rectify it. Stuff coming out so there aren't like sex trafficking things. There aren't all this stuff, and stuff needs to come out. So I'm just going to leave that there. It's a hard subject, I know, but it's also in our. If we don't face it, we can't fix it, and we need to fix this stuff. We can't allow this stuff to go on. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Next question. The future of Afghanistan now that the Taliban are taking control again. I know, Jill, it makes me sick. I can't with these people, and I feel so much empathy for the women in that country. It's unreal that we would go through this for 20 years and here they come back. It's okay. So let me look into this. Okay, the Taliban. Interesting. I don't know how soon this would be, but it feels like there's going to be a split in the Taliban. Reminds me a little bit of what's happened to the GOP. Kind of this really, really crazy fraction. And then another piece that's kind of like, oh, we don't want to be that crazy. We want to be able to like deal with the world, be able to kind of have like economic help or whatever, dealings with the world. So let's not be so crazy. Let's ease up on some of this stuff. There's a push and pull right now in the Taliban. I'm sure while they're gaining strength through these, like taking over these cities, they're together, right? They're together, but it feels like there's going to be a split. And I feel like it is like the kind of more realistic, being like, we need to have our beliefs and all the stuff, but we've got to be able to deal with the world. We can't just be the crazy. And the other people are like, no, let's just be crazy. We want to be crazy. The crazier, the better. So it feels like a split of some kind coming up. And of course, there'll be a lot of people on the side, a lot of people outside Afghanistan that help and kind of back this more less fanatical half or almost half. It feels like a little, like less than half. It feels like a third or something, but it feels like they have support. So this is going to play out, to me, it feels like over the years. I'm sure it's going to be upsetting to watch what happens, but that's what they're talking about. So they're saying like, this is coming. It's already it makes me feel like if they're showing that as a real probability, because that's what we're looking at, right? Is the most probable. That's what I'm asking my guides for, is what's the most probable? What's going on right now? Where is the energy leading? Whether it's people or cases or this. And so that's what they're showing, is like this looks like this could happen. So, okay. That's what I'm getting. So, and I don't have all the context because I don't know all the ins and outs about this, but that's what they're showing is some kind of split. The really, 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 fanatical. And then the more like, we're fanatical, but we need to, we need to deal with the world, that kind of thing. So let's ease up a little bit on some of this stuff. So anyway, okay. So how will Josh Hawley make out? Josh Hawley. That's weird. I just heard the forgotten son. So I feel like there may be something about him. It almost feels like he's being ignored or for some reason they don't want. I don't know if it's something that comes out or just they don't like him, but it feels like they pull away from him for some reason. When I say they, I mean like the Republican Party in a way. It's weird. I'm asking in my mind, is it the Republican Party or is it like his constituents and that kind of thing? There's a lot of jealousy with him. A lot of people feel like they're like he has a lot and he hasn't worked for it. He's been handed lots of stuff. So there's some jealousy with him inside the Republican Party, which is interesting. I've not ever seen that before. Forgotten Son. That is that a song? What is that? Because I feel like that's from something or something. And if anybody knows what that phrase means, oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you. You're welcome for all I do. No, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Forgotten Son. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. Let me see. Can I show that? Yay, I can show it. Okay, the future of the voting rights bill. Okay, Mitchell is asking about the future of the voting rights bill. I hear handed off. That's interesting because remember, I've always seen that kind of attached to something else. Voting rights bill. I feel like it has a really, really good chance of getting passed. It's going to be reworked. I feel like there's something about it that's going to be kind of reworked a little bit. Mitch McConnell is coming up. So I feel like it might be reworked for him, or he might be involved in it somehow, which is odd. But they did just work on the infrastructure thing, so maybe I feel like he's getting something out of it, though. I feel like he's getting. If they rework it, it's going to be like, oh, and all this money for Kentucky or something. It's like he gets some. It's like it feels like he gets something out of this. And it feels attached to something. It feels attached to something else, and they get it through. So I'm still, and I'm seeing like a few other things. So that means it's evolving, like this in somehow, some way it's evolving. So I feel like but I'm still feeling like, yeah, this is going to happen. And in maneuvering, I feel like it's like finessed and maneuvering. They're being very clever about it. There's something very clever about this. Now Nancy Pelosi's coming up, which is kind of weird. So I feel like there's some, and I'm hearing a deal. So there's some kind of finessing that goes on, that they kind of make it more palatable, I think, to a few people. And so it's like, oh, it passes. But it's smart. It's done. It's definitely a win for voters. It's definitely a win for Democrats, basically. But it's I feel like some of it, either the whole thing or some of it's connected to something else, and then there's reworking on it as well. But it works. It's, I mean, it passes. It's good. I want to make sure that I saw Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. Sorry, I didn't see your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, that is interesting. Hi, Marie. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Let me go to a different question. Thank you, Mitchell, for that question. Okay. Yeah, all caps. That would be great. Thank you, Lucienne, for helping. Gavin Newsom recall. That's a California thing that we're going through right now. I mean, can you believe they're trying to recall him and here DeSantis and these other awful governors that are literally killing their own people, which is astounding. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so Gavin Newsom, let me see. It could be a nail biter, you guys. I'm gonna be honest about this, about what I'm. I mean, not that I'm not honest about it, but I'm gonna be blunt about it. is what I want to say, because I feel like my guides are being blunt about it. It's like it's going to be very close. It's going to be a nail biter, but he's meant to carry on. So yes, things can happen, but it does look like he's going to survive this. But it's going to be close. I have to be honest. It's going to be very, very close and very ugly. But he's good at what he does. He's very good at getting his point across and he's very good with the media and that kind of stuff. So I feel like that's really in his favor, because I feel like the people going after him aren't really as polished. They're kind of all over the place. And I feel like there's disagreement among them. It doesn't feel like a solid front, even though I know they're going after him, but it does feel like it kind of feels like, because when I read on this before, it was like they're doing this to damage him. They're worried about his future. They're worried about where he goes from here. So they want to get rid of him, and they want to damage him, out of politics. They want to damage him that much, kind of like what they did with our last governor 20 years ago that got recalled, Gray Davis. They did that to him. They just devastated his career. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger came in, and it was a big mess. And then, Brown came in, is that right? Came in and fixed everything, and of course got the budget back in order. But the biggest thing is there's two things that I feel like are coming up. One is they want to damage him, and they want the money. They want that California money. They want to get their hands on it. So there's two things going on there. Okay. So, and maybe that's why it feels split, because I feel like one has one agenda and the other has another agenda. So one is like really going for it. They want that job. They want the money they want that, get their hands on that money and do whatever. This other part is like, we just want to hurt him. We don't know what, we don't want Caitlyn Jenner in there. We don't want, we don't want a big upset with the whole state necessarily. We just want to damage him. So that's what I feel like is happening. And so they don't have the same agenda. They're kind of they're not a united front that way. So you have people trying, but not trying that hard, and you have people really, really trying. So with that, and then with him, people are solidly behind him. So you have these factions that are kind of one that's not so solid, and the other one that's very solid. And they're hitting each other. So it's going to be close. But my guys are like, he can survive this. He can survive this. So, and they see him like going on and doing other stuff. So it's part of his. Some of this is part of his destiny. So it's hard to, you can derail stuff like that, but it's just harder to do. That's all. Okay. So let me go down and look at this, and I've got lots of hearts. Oh, Michelle, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. And I have some really great places I'm going to give our money this time. So thank you so much, you guys. Tucker Carlson is having his day in the sun. Will karma shift for him? Okay, let's see. And lots of hearts. So many hearts. Thank you, artist painter. Okay, so let me see. So somebody is very upset with him. I'm asking my guides who it is. I'm not getting who it is. Somebody's very upset with him. Somebody's not happy with him, with what he's doing right now. I almost feel like he might get hit, like ad wise, like somebody might pull. I wonder if it's the my pillow guy, because I feel like he might lose some like ads or something. So in a way, yeah, I think that Fox is going to have some issues. I think maybe other readers have said that as well. I'm not sure, but I feel like Fox is going to have some real issues coming up. The whole Trump thing, it's splitting the party so badly that you're going to have the same thing, like at places like Fox and places like, and certain people that have kind of been the right-wing darlings are going to they're going to have to pick a side. And if they pick one side, the other side's not going to be happy. So I feel like that's the place he's in. So, he's such a difficult person. I can't, he's one of those people that it tests my patience so much. It really does. I don't know how else to put it. I don't want to say anything like, I can't stand it, but it is like, it just tests your spiritual, it really, really works your spiritual muscles. Let's put it that way. He is just something else. So, but I feel like he's going to be a victim of this kind of split that's happening and the stuff that's coming up for Fox. There's lawsuits, I want to say. I don't know. I feel like it's like drained. They're going to be drained of a lot of resources and a lot of money. Who is that? Michelle, thank you so much. A super sticker. Yay. All right. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. All these sweet Michelles out there. Okay. That's what I got for him though. So yeah, I mean, in a way, yeah, his time's coming, when he starts getting accosted in public and stuff like that. And people are like, yay, that's not good. Okay. Let me look at this question. Will anyone who testifies against Trump or anyone else connected to the insurrection go into witness protection? Oh. I just saw, I actually don't know I don't know his name and I don't know which organization he's from, but I've seen him speak on shows like about right-wing stuff. I think I don't know if he's the head of the Proud Boys or a head of the KKK or something. He's the head of something. He came up. So, and I'm feeling it's not quite witness protection, but it's kind of like that. It's a type of protection. It's not quite how we think of witness protection though, where they put you, they take your whole identity and they change it and you're completely protected. It's not exactly like that, but it's kind of like that. It's a type of, they're saying a type of protection. So that's the one person I'm getting. So that's who's coming up. So that person is going to have the closest thing to a type of a protection. But I'm also seeing jail. So maybe he'll be in jail, but protected in jail or something like that because of his help. Yeah, he's a leader of something. But it's very damning what he says and what he knows. And he's playing two sides. He's playing both sides. So I feel like he might be like a double agent right now or that's interesting. he might be playing both sides or double agent. Weird. It's like a movie. That's kind of what it feels. It feels like a movie. This is happening. I feel like this is happening right now. Like this is what he's doing right now, playing. I'm with you, but he's not. And gathering information, getting information. So, but it's to save himself. And the commission is coming up. The January 6th commission. And I'm feeling like the middle of fall. So I'm feeling like Halloween, like that time, like October, I guess. I know when Halloween is, but it feels like, it kind of feels like the middle of fall. So like the end of October, beginning of November, that kind of time period. Something about that time period is like, whoa, like something with the January 6th commission is like, I feel like it knocks the United States off balance. It's like that big of a, oh my gosh, it feels big. So I don't know why that came in, but that also came in. So that was a good question. I always think when it leads to other information, that we weren't looking for, that's always, that's great. That's a good question. Okay. I'm going to look at this one. Will there be more violence at Trump rallies in September? So it doesn't feel like violence, but it feels like Trump isn't happy with something in September, and it has to do with the rally. So what is this? It's something about the location and it looks bad. There's something about it that looks bad. So I don't know if it's a similar thing like when they had do you remember when he had the walk of shame after that one rally when he was so upset nobody showed up? If it's something like that, but it's something about where it is. But he's really unhappy about it, and I feel like the coverage is like people making fun of it, kind of, or laughing about it. But he's very angry. So it's not going to go well. There's something about it that feels very like kind of a disaster for him in a way, but it doesn't feel like violence. It doesn't feel like that. I have to say though, as I'm saying that, and I'm looking at the question, there are people that are getting very frustrated with the situation, very upset, and like they're planning things. But I feel like it's very amateur. I feel like, or amateurish. So I feel like they may get caught out or caught, how they've been kind of like uncovering these different things. Cause I feel like you're going to have more people, like family members turning people in and, people knowing about things and turning people in. But there's something about that. So just, I don't know, FYI, just about that. Okay. So let me look at this one. How's the guy doing in jail for killing George Floyd? How is he doing? What's happening with him? He's looking for a way out. He wants a way out. I think he may even be like suicidal. It feels like that. We already know something's wrong with him mentally, right? But there's something slipping. There's something changing in his mental state. I have to be honest. I don't like the feel of this. It's just very dark. It's very depressing. I'll just say this, and for entertainment purposes only. But what I was going to say is that it feels like, if I'm just going to like say it, it feels like there's no way I'm doing this, and so I need a way out. There's no way I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for this many years. I'm looking for a way out. Does anybody know if is he in like solitary or separated from the general like population? Because I feel like I'm by myself, and I don't know if that's like how he feels or he is actually by himself. But that's what I'm getting with him. So yeah, that energy is very it's uncomfortable almost. I get, so some people I can only like step into their energy very briefly because it's just too dark. It's too that Maxine, or is it Maxine? Is that her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. She's like that. I can't stay in that energy. It's just too it's such a low or heavy vibration. It just doesn't, it's like doesn't fit with, and not that I'm so high, but it's just, it doesn't, it's uncomfortable. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Will the 2016 election be found to not be valid? Let me look and see. And then I think I'll do one more after this, you guys, and then I will let you guys go enjoy your Thursday, and tomorrow's Friday, which is a happy day. Okay. Found not valid. I feel like sort of. And I feel like as time goes on, it's even more so. Trump is like pushed out in a way. I don't feel like they ever say like make, a Biden 45, and so like they just skip over him. It seems like they still acknowledge this portion of our history because it happened, but it's like technically, and what comes out, it's like he never should have been there. It was a fraud, you know. So in a way, for history's sake, I feel like, yeah, it's like it's seen as being stolen, I guess you'd say, but they don't. To me, it doesn't feel like they ever. They don't, like I said, they don't really like strip him of the fact that he served as president. I feel like that is just for, and that to me is like for history's sake. This is what, you know, he was in for this 4 years. It was a sham. It was, you know, he was whatever. He was helped by Russia. It was a big, you know, thing. And it's in the context of history, I feel like they'll still say he was the 40 like he served as the 45th president, but I feel like there'll be different language around it. Like he took possession of the presidency, or so that, like, it's almost like the language will be different when they talk about him. And I feel like everything he did is going to be scrutinized, looked over, see if it could be undone, particularly the things that were more harmful, like his Supreme Court picks, things like that. It's like it's going to be looked at. Yes, County Brown, like he was a traitor. He'll be minus 45. Exactly. He'll have some kind of language that will make him make everybody know, we all know this, and this is what came out, and this is how it is. So anyway, thank you. I'm glad I'm back too. Thank you. I'm glad I'm back too. And I was really anxious to get back and just talk to you guys. I really missed you guys. I really missed this time with you guys. And I just really missed it. So, oh, he is in solitary confinement. Thank you for that validation. Because sometimes I'll see stuff and I won't know for sure if it, like, literally he's by himself, or it just, he's, you know, he feels by himself. So, okay, so let's look. The last question will be this one. Ooh. Oh, God, this guy. Oh, these people are just so frustrating. And so I feel so sorry. If any of you are in Florida, I pray for you guys all the time. Texas, I'm praying for you guys all the time. I know Gary Champion, he's in Texas. I have such sympathy, empathy. I'm always thinking of you guys. So, and in these states where it is just, you know, in Alabama, just places where it's like, what is going on? These governors, it's just, yeah. Anyway, I pray for you guys. I really, really do. And as far as the virus and all of the stuff that's going on right now, just be careful. Just pretend like it's back in the day and back when we first got, and just be really careful. If you can get vaccinated and you haven't, just please do, because we don't want anybody, you know, in any community, but in our community, to get sick or have, you know, family and stuff that's sick. You know, I have family that won't get vaccinated. I don't know what to do about it. I just don't want anyone to suffer unnecessarily. It's just so sad. Okay. Anyway, that's my rant. It does, though. It just hurts my heart. These poor, I just feel so badly. Okay. When will DeSantis be gone? Will he be reelected? And, you know, back we were looking at, you know, 2024, I never saw him as being the nominee. And this could be why, you know, he kind of buries himself in being just a stubborn ass, but just being stubborn and not, you know, backing down, trying to be, you know, the Trumpiest of Trumps. And yeah. Okay, so let me look at him. It's hard with some of these people to separate your own personal feelings because you want them to be gone so badly. But let me look at him. Mr. DeSantis. Okay. There's legal trouble coming for him. He's going to be wrapped up in court for something. And I want to say it kills his career, but it hurts it. It hurts it. So he's going to be wrapped up in some kind of lawsuit or some kind of court something. But it's like it really hurts him. It really hurts him. So karma is coming for Mr. DeSantis. There was a question about Cori Bush. I just saw handcuffs when I was just asking that. I saw handcuffs for him for some reason, and sometimes this stuff takes, as we know, it can take a long time. But look at Rudy Giuliani. Do you guys remember I think it was about 2 years ago, I had that really weird, I can't remember if it was a dream or it was kind of like I was waking up in the morning and I had this whole, it looked like a Behind the Music. And it was about how he would just decline and decline and have such a fall from grace. It was almost like they were showing a retrospective of his story and how he like basically was in trouble with the law, had to go to jail, all of these things. And at the time, nothing like that was happening. This was a couple of years ago. So he was still like, running around Ukraine and stuff and being crazy. And it showed this, it was like a Behind the Music. It was like I had watched a documentary. Oh, look, guys, the angels are saying hello. Look, do you see that little light that comes on? It doesn't happen. It only happens when I talk to you guys. I don't know why that happens. And when I turn around, you can't see it. It's there. So anyway, the angels are happy we're back together. So thank you. But anyway, so that's what, with the, what's his face? That's what they showed for him, but look how long it's taken for this stuff to unfold and for this fall from, I would say grace, but fall from, being the New York City mayor and people liking him. And then just this steady decline. It's happened, but it's taken a while. So, and I feel like DeSantis, people like this, they really do push the boundaries. And so sometimes it takes a while because people like this that are just willing to just lie, they don't care. They don't, they just say stuff. They'll do whatever they have to get out of trouble. It doesn't matter. They have no moral compass at all. It takes a while to get to those people because, as we've seen, the law can be kind of impotent in a way, in certain ways because it takes so long, but it catches up with them. So I think DeSantis, Cori Bush, same thing. Rudy Giuliani, it's going to catch up with them. This just is. When you roll like that, it may take a long time. Look how long with Trump, how long he has played these games, and it'll catch up with him. So that is my last word. That is what I'm saying. I'm manifesting that. So manifest that with me, please. It'll catch. Cori Bush is a Black female Democrat. Then it's not who I'm thinking of. I was thinking of. Let me. 1 second. I don't know who Cori Bush is. Then I was thinking of. The person I'm seeing is Lewandowski. Corey Lewandowski. Sorry, I'm tired. You have to understand, I traveled for 24 hours yesterday and I'm exhausted. Corey Lewandowski was the person I was seeing. So just so you know, and just so I don't know who Corey, because I was picturing Corey Lewandowski. So that's who I was asking about. So I'm sorry about that. I don't know who Cori Bush is. A female Democrat. What state is she in? If somebody knows. Yes, Corey Lewandowski. That's the guy who I was picturing and asking about. So I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Cori Bush slept on the Capitol steps in protest of housing. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me write that down. And I will, I'm going to get a feel for her and then I will let you know. Okay. Missouri. Okay. Let me write that down. Not at all who I was picturing. So my guys are like, oh yeah, that guy's going to jail. So anyway, so Corey Lewandowski, that's the guy I was picturing. That feels like a, that feels like it feels like a sex scandal of some kind, something to do with that. Not like a sex trafficking thing. It feels like a sex scandal. Oh, yes, I did get a COVID test. Just Julie was asking about my COVID, the COVID stuff. Yes, we had to get a COVID test before we got on the airplane. And if so, we did it through it's interesting because, in the UK, they have universal health care. However, COVID tests you have to pay for, and they're all done by private companies. So if people want to know what it would be like to have our healthcare system, they can look at that and know that that's what that is. So it was very expensive for us to keep getting. We had to get 4 tests in the beginning, 4, and then over 8 days, 4 tests over 8 days, it was complete rip off. And then we had to get one like the day before, within 24 hours of us flying, we had to get one. And we of course they were negative. So we're going to the UK in September and don't know if we need to be retested. You're going into the UK. You have to be, I believe you do have to show your vaccination card now, and you have to get tested still. I do believe. I know they've made it a little bit easier, so it's not going to be nearly like what we went through. But I think with all these resurgences and stuff, they're still going to require you to get tested when you get there. And they usually give you a time frame, like within 48 hours or something like that. But just be prepared that you do have to pay for it there. Here, when we left, we got one and we didn't have to pay for it because it's awesome, right? It's Joe Biden is doing it. It's awesome. Does it really go far up your nose? Yes, it does. Well, not really. To me, it's not like uncomfortable. Just be sure to breathe through your mouth and just try to hold your breath, because I know Adam like sneezed, and sometimes it'll make you sneeze because it's like tickly, but to me, it wasn't like uncomfortable, didn't hurt or anything like that. All right, guys. Yes, spending time with Cassie was the best. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting the channel, for hanging out with me, for sticking with me so I could go see Cassie. I really, really, really appreciate it. I really do. I love you guys. I've missed you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Lucienne, for jumping in and taking the reins. We will figure this out. And if we don't, I will contact you and let you know that, we don't know what's going on. So we'll try to figure it out. I don't know what has happened, but something is off. Okay. I'm going to do my name checks now. And like I said, September 1st, if you want an appointment, be sure to go because I don't want you to, get in touch with me later and say, can I get an appointment? Because that's the plan is I'm just going to kind of open it up and please just get one. And if you get one for someone else, it's fine, you and someone else, but try to just get one, because I'm not going to be doing as many next year. I'm going to be focusing on teaching, and I'm going to be focusing on doing a couple of retreats with you guys. So I'm really excited, and I want to do more stuff where I get to actually talk to you guys and see you guys, and hopefully see you in person next year. That's the, and Lucy wants to say hi. Come here, Boogie Bear. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, okay. Lucy wants to say hi. Look, it's Lucy Goose. Bye, everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna. She wants to go downstairs. Okay, so Martha, thank you, Martha, Pat, Bright Opal Tarot. Thank you for coming and hanging out, Darlene, Sharon, Kelly, Melissa, Love Peace. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. Marie, Patricia, Iris, Grayson. I'm gonna have you on my channel. I promise. I'm working through my schedule right now, so I will get in touch with you. Deborah, Paulette. I haven't forgotten. Paulette, Tiny Dancer. Thanks, guys. I'll get to your question next time, Tiny Dancer. Mitchell. I'll look at Cory Booker as well. I'll put Monoliths. I will put Cory Booker. Don't confuse me with more Corys, please. Okay, sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Okay, Sharon. Okay, Katie, Mims, Bonds. Thanks, guys. Connie Brown, Smiling Heart, PJB, Kelly, Samilia, Sherry, Mimi Rose, Lisa Jamar. Thank you, Sharon, and Freda, and let's see who I have. Phyllis, Stephanie, Pat, Mitchell. Thanks again, Deborah. Bam Bam, Michelle, all the Michelle's for donating. Thank you so much. Kelly, William, Martha, Julie, Michelle. We could do this all night, right? Twaina, Marie, Jess. I think I've got Mary. I've gotten anybody else? Wendy, Martha, Allison, Debbie, Starfish. Thank you, Mary, Melissa, Marie, Elizabeth, Jeff, Clarence. Okay, guys. I think I got Cherry. I think I got most people. I got Smiling Heart, right? Jeremy, Happy Girl. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Glad to be home. Very long day yesterday. We had to get 2 flights. Do not do a holdover if you can avoid it, because it was too much. So, all right, guys. See you later. Oh, Freda and Martha, Jen, Boho in Mexico, Patricia, artist. Oh, what was that? Artist painter, right? Artist painter. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for the dollars you sent in. It will go to a good cause, I promise. Okay. And I'll tell you about that next time, but I'll write these down, and I will get to all these questions next time, and talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.